Hi there. Welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. I'm author DC Canipe, and this show is called Casual Fridays, and it is a new show that I'm adding to my YouTube catalog because I don't really have any place to do vlogs or like YouTube tags that aren't related to like writing or reading or video games. So I just thought that I would make a new series where I would sit in my pajamas and sit with my dog, who doesn't want to be on camera apparently. Her name is Deanne. And my cat, who is over here next to the camera, cleaning herself. So I just thought I would sit down and do a little tag for you guys. It's called the Get to Know You tag questions, and that's why the title of this video is Who is Author DC Canipe? I'm going to do these questions, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me, go into a little bit more detail in case you don't already know. Number one, do you have any brothers? Not blood related. I've had a few very, very close friends that I considered to be brothers. One of which, sorry, I'm not comfortable. One of which did not want to be friends with me anymore after I came out of the closet in high school. And we had been inseparable for over a decade at that point, since we were 4 years old. We were at each other's houses almost every day after school. We were incredibly close. Another brother that I had that wasn't really a brother was also just as close to me as the first one, and he was taken from us at a very early age, about only a couple of months after my father died. He was hit by a truck that was going way too fast, and he had earphones in his ears, and it was at night, and he was walking away from his house because he and his father had just gotten into a fight. So I lost both of the men that I considered to be brothers. Do you have any sisters? I have one blood sister that I claim. She had two beautiful sons, my nephews. Now, we were best friends growing up, basically. We fought a lot, but we still loved each other fiercely. She's 5 years older than me, and she's always very protective of me. I have a couple girlfriends from high school that I consider to be sisters. They have families of their own now as well. What is your favorite food? I love all food, as you can tell. So I'm hiding it behind my heart. I love Italian, I love Japanese, I love fast food. I have a weakness for fast food. I like home-cooked meals, southern home-cooked meals like greens and mashed potatoes and pork chops. I just love food. And now I'm hungry. Thanks for that. What kind of phone do you have? I don't fucking know. It's a phone. My fiance got it for me. I don't know anything about phones. I don't know anything about computers. The only thing I really do know about electronic-wise is video games, like actual consoles. A little bit of PC stuff because I'm trying to learn to figure out how to do add-ons and stuff for my Warcraft game. But other than that, I really don't. I have no idea what the fuck kind of phone this is. It's Verizon, that's all I know. Do you speak any other languages? I am fluent in bullshit. No, I want to learn Japanese extremely bad. I've always had an interest in Japanese culture, anime, video games, how they talk to each other with different levels of respect depending on who they're talking to. Everything about Japanese culture from like the feudal era, like martial arts obviously is cool. Their legends, their goddesses, Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun, is amazing. Just everything about it I love, and I really want to learn Japanese. I took French in high school, no, middle school. I took French in middle school, and all I remember from it was Je m'appelle d'ici, comment t'appelles-tu? And I took Spanish in high school, and all I remember from that is Donde está el baño? What is the weirdest thing you eat? Ass. No. What is the weirdest thing you eat? I take sandwich meat, like ham and turkey, and I sprinkle shredded cheddar cheese over it, and I heat it all up in a microwave and eat it with a fork. Yeah. My fiance says it stinks. I've eaten that since I was a kid. It's when you're too lazy to make a sandwich, so you just do it without the bread, basically, but it's really good. When I was little, I also used to, this is gross, I used to take Pepsi, like soda, and milk, and put it together and drink it, because it tasted like a Pepsi float with ice cream, and we hardly ever had ice cream after my mom went on her health kick when I was little. My dad taught me how to make Pepsi floats when I was very young, and I was addicted. So, when my mom got us on a health kick and forbade us from, like, eating ice cream and shit when I was a kid, I started making Pepsi floats with milk instead of ice cream. So, those are the weirdest things I've ever eaten. One of which I still do. Where were you born? I was born in a redneck-ass town called Gastonia, North Carolina. The crazy thing is, I had to go back there and live there after, like, over 2 decades of not being there. After a tragic event in my life, and I just thought that was really weird, because my friends, the only friends that I had that could take me in at the time, lived there. What is your favorite hobby? It's a cross between this, making videos, making art for said videos, doing everything with YouTube that involves anything, and gaming, probably. I also love writing, just writing for fun, whether I plan on publishing, trying to get a manuscript published or not. It's just a lot of fun. My fiance and I are trying to get into Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm in the middle of making my character, and I'm writing their backstory, and I'm at like 90 pages, and he needed it to be 10, so I don't know what to do. What's your favorite subject in school? I assume you mean what was my favorite subject in school. I'm an old man. I'm almost 32. I will be 32 in April. My favorite subject in elementary school was art and music. I loved music day. Music and art day in elementary school probably were my favorites. I also loved language arts, because they called it language arts in elementary school and not literature or English, because I've always loved words and the English language and writing. In middle school, I was too miserable to think about subjects. I was being bullied all day, every day, and crying, coming home crying like every day. So I don't even remember what classes I had. All I remember about middle school is being horribly bullied. High school is kind of the same, but I really liked drama, theater arts, when I took it in high school, and I wouldn't have taken it if not for my mom. My mom made my sister take it when she went before me, and my sister fell in love with it to the point where it's her career now. But I loved it and I enjoyed it, but I don't think I would ever do it as like a job, or I wasn't good at it, let's say that. I loved all the games, the practice things that we did, but when it came to like reciting something or doing something on a stage, I fucked up my lines every time. So it was kind of a love-hate relationship with theater arts for me. How old are you? I just said it. I'm 32 years old. Old. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I'll be 37. Hopefully I'll have my first traditionally published book by then. I'll be married. I'll have my own house. Just happy. What's your favorite color? Honestly, this has been my favorite color my entire life. Hot pink. But every time someone ever asked me what my favorite color was growing up, I would say blue, or red, or something, you know, traditionally masculine, because I was always embarrassed to like the color pink. And I don't know why, because pink is pretty. I love the color pink. What's the best job you've ever had? When I worked at Michael's. I loved working at Michael's. I've always had retail jobs and factory jobs when I first started working, because my dad was like a head guy at a factory, so I got my first job easily there. But it wasn't for me. So I went to retail, and I've hated every retail job I've ever had except for Michael's, because I was in Massachusetts at the time. It's a town called Danvers. My boss was this sporty... she wasn't lesbian, but she certainly seemed like it. Stereotypes, I know, I'm sorry. I thought she was, just because of how she did her hair and how she dressed and how obsessed with sports she was, but that's just a thing up there. They're different up there. All the girls that I worked with were super sweet and supportive and nice and loving and patient and fun and interesting. The job itself was easy as fuck, and the customers were always nice. It was just, and I was around art supplies all day, and I could look and like take notes about what I need to go home and paint, what I need. It was just great, because back then I painted all the time. I can't do it here because I don't have enough room. I mean, I'm filming on my bed. Obviously, I don't have enough room, but it was just, I loved working at Michael's, and I would do it again if I could, but I can't because I had to leave without giving 2 weeks notice. Family emergency. What sports do you play? I don't play any now, as you can tell. But I used to play volleyball and basketball all the time when I was young. I wanted to be Michael Jordan when I was a kid. I had posters of him all over my walls until Britney Spears came out, and then she replaced all those posters. But I definitely wanted to be Michael Jordan, not only because he was good at basketball, but because he knew Bugs Bunny. Who wouldn't want to know Bugs Bunny? Would you rather live in the city or the country? I want to live on the beach, so I don't know. I've lived in both the city and the country, and they both have their pros and cons. I'm living in the country now. It's not that great. There's nothing around here. I'm lonely all the time. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia at one point, and that was amazing. Everyone was cool and supportive. I could walk to a store in like 5 minutes from my apartment. It was great. The apartment itself wasn't good. It was shitty as hell. But I had a lot of cool friends, and there was always something to do that I could walk to, and I don't drive, so, yet. What kind of music do you like? I love all music. There is a show and tell episode on this channel about my CD collection that unfortunately does not reflect my listening habits. I just haven't been able to find a lot of CDs that I want. I love everything from like 60s, 70s soul music, Motown, to Faith Hill, to Evanescence, Damien Zygote, Curly, literally anything you can think of. I'm really into Megan Thee Stallion right now. As rap goes, I love Colette Carr, but she hasn't done much in a while. Doja Cat, but she's not really technically rap. I don't know. I usually go by what people say that they are, and I don't know if she said that she was rap. But I really like Doja Cat. She's super unique, I think. What kind of movies do I like? I like comedy, I like romance, I like action, adventure, but not action. Action movies kind of annoy me. Except for Kill Bill. I recently watched Kill Bill and I loved it. I also love Disney movies. And when I say I don't like action movies, it's usually the big macho man that all he knows how to do is fuck people up and fuck bitches. And he has no backstory. There's literally no story other than him beating people up in explosions. I don't like that kind of action movie. I think it's dumb. It takes like the mind of a 12-year-old to write that kind of schlop, so. What's your favorite vacation that I've ever had or that I could ever have? I've only ever gone on vacation to the mountains and to the beach near my hometown. Myrtle Beach and Asheville. And the Cherokee Reservation up there in North Carolina. Because my grandmother was native. But the best vacation I could think of would probably be Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii one day. My partner and I want to go to Japan to get married. So maybe that will be my favorite one. What places have you lived in? South Carolina, North Carolina, Salem, Massachusetts, and Atlanta, Georgia. What countries have you visited? Only America. No, I've been to Canada once by accident. Across the border by accident. Mounties had to stop me. But, so I guess just USA and Canada. Do you have any animals? I also have a snake, 2 lizards, and a bunch of fish, but I'm not about to disturb them because they're sleeping right now. The lizards, not the fish. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? This is weird. I've only ever seen the ice cream in the dollar store near the house that I'm currently living in. It is Sour Patch Kids ice cream. It is sour. It is the most delicious ice cream I've ever had in my life, and now I want some. What's your zodiac sign? I am a Taurus. That's why I love food and sex. Have you ever had surgery? No, I've never had surgery. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Probably a cross between Lindsay Ellis, ContraPoints, and yeah, those two. Those two are my favorite YouTubers. Lindsay Ellis and ContraPoints. Which is crazy because I'm nowhere near on par with the quality of either of those 2 women. And I don't even make videos remotely on the same topics as them. So it's just funny that, like, they're my favorites, but I'm not trying to emulate them at all. Which is very strange. But that was the 26th question on the Get to Know You tag questions. So, who is DC Canipe? I am a 32-year-old pansexual man who would rather call himself gay. I'm a writer, an author, an artist. I would say poet there, but I haven't made poetry in quite a while. And going back to my old poetry is cringe. So, I read a lot of books, I play a lot of video games, I'm a lover, I'm an ideologist, I'm delving into philosophy, I'm an animal lover. I've been described as bohemian. I love tea. I love The Little Mermaid. I'm a goofball. I'm a big kid in a 32-year-old's body. So, I'm sensitive. I've been through a lot, so in that sense I'm strong. I cry at Disney movies. I've been suicidal. I think I have a few misdiagnosed or undiagnosed mental illnesses. Despite all that, I try to choose to be happy and try to make myself smile every day and purposefully seek out things that will make me smile. My brain is always churning with new ideas for stories. I love delving into other worlds to escape the monotony of mine. And I love my fiance and the little family of animals that we have. So, hopefully that sheds some light on who I am as a person. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. But honestly, I appreciate you watching it and listening to me because I haven't had much of that in my life. And every Friday there will be another video like this, either a vlog or another tag or a Q&A, question and answer video, which I really want to do, but I just haven't had time to ask for questions. So if you want to leave me questions down below, please do. I would love to answer your questions about anything, about my books, about my art, about things that I like and dislike, about my other videos that are on this channel. Just leave me any questions you want and I will make a video responding to them. But I guess that's all for me today. So, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.